The following podcast may be explicit. Shedcast presents Adventures from the Shed, a tabletop RPG podcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com. Sit down with us again as we continue to use the Dungeons & Dragons starter set materials in a new scenario. Mickie, JJ, Kurt, Joe, and special guest Britanny start off a 3-part series from the Shed. Enjoy the podcast.
Hi, and welcome to The Shed for Adventures from the Shed. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com, on iTunes, Google. You can search us up. I won't mention Bing. I will not say Bing because other people don't want to hear it. Stitcher Radio is there.
YouTube.
And all over the place. What's that?
YouTube?
Yes, we actually have several of our episodes by video on YouTube at the Adventures from the Shed YouTube channel.
In case you want to see our ugly mugs.
And the great person who brought that up sits right to my left, and she's going to say hi.
Hi, everyone. This is Mickie. I'm playing Bree Greenbottle, the little rogue with a heart of gold. And this
she must have stole it from someone.
She stole it, yeah, for sure.
Whose heart is it?
Well, I cut it out.
Her heart's actually the purse.
Yeah. Nice.
JJ here playing Ferris Dustbringer or Dustmantle or...
I always said Dustbringer.
Yeah,
like the Nightfall Dusk.
One of those surnames.
Yeah,
you're the Wizard Stud.
I am Ferris. The Wizard Stud / healer.
He's a physician more than a healer, isn't he? Nice.
Hey, and following up on that, this is Kurt. I'm playing Thorin Stormstriker, the awesome dwarf cleric who should be the healer but tends to just like kicking ass.
And our special guest Britanny will go next.
Hi, I'm Britanny. I'm playing Sorsha. She is a human fighter, and you'll be meeting her soon.
I'm so glad there's another girl at the table.
That's awesome, isn't it? Yeah. And I am Joe. I am once again the Dungeon Master as we continue this Dungeons & Dragons starter set. We are going to do a little something different this time. We're going to introduce a new character, and we are going to play all of these at level 5. For those who are interested in following what we're doing in the starter set, the new character we're going to introduce is the fighter that we did not use in our first playthrough. It is the one that's listed as the fighter folk hero at the top of the sheet, uses a bow and a great sword, and that's the character we'll be meeting soon. And to set us up here, we are going to have our group of Bree, Ferris, and Thor sitting together in the Stonehill Inn in the town of Phandalin. And after their glorious defeat of the Green Dragon, the heroes of Phandalin cleared Thundertree with got rid of the rest of the zombies, a few giant spiders, and met an old human there. They may have a story to tell about that. They returned to Phandalin with another impressive tale to spin at said Stonehill Inn. The locals were once again in awe of your bravery, and you're celebrated for a fortnight before things start to calm down again. And at the current time you guys are going to be sitting, it's now been several months later, and you're once again gathered at your reserved usual table near the warm hearth at the tavern of Stonehill Inn. JJ's giving me a weird look.
I hear breathing.
Heavy breathing. Oh,
all right.
Yes.
That's probably the fireplace at the tavern.
It's the crackling sound.
There you go.
Fine.
And the three
Fire.
of you have just been served an aromatic chicken stew, and a hunk of the inn's infamous stone bread sits in the middle of the table. Why are you guys gathered here today?
For the infamous stone bread, because I want to know more about this bread. Like, is it rye, like sourdough?
Thor, what does the bread taste like to you?
It is so expertly made that it is crispy and flaky on the outside but moist on the inside. It's a light sourdough, healthy, nourishing, perfect for sopping up the chicken stew, and a perfect loaf to break with friends in the inn as we reminisce about our days of glory and decide where we're going next.
Our days of glory are not behind us.
They are not behind us, which I think is perhaps why we are gathered.
That's why he keeps bringing it up. He wants it to be in the present.
He wants it to be in the present. Okay.
So I personally am glad to see you all again. It's been, 3 or 4 months since we were together? And
it's been a while.
I can't lie. I went back to Mintaran. I took care of a few loose ends with some of my old soldier friends there. And to be honest, I look at them and the life they have, and I look at the life of some of the other priests and clerics that I know, and I can't see ever going back after what we've done to
He's
to
seen
either
them
of
heal,
those.
and he doesn't like it.
Yeah, I mean, I know the green dragon we fought was a young green dragon, but I mean, we fought zombies,
fought a
we
green
fought
dragon.
dragon, we've
No,
dealt with
We
wizards.
didn't really fight zombies. You just got rid of them.
But that's I appreciate that. That's
Oof.
true.
Yeah.
I'm glad we agreed, as Ferris suggested, to get back together because I'm not sure that I can do anything other than go off on adventures. And if you all are interested in that, I think we should consider.
And I would not mind having you along because, from my experience, you don't really proselytize.
I don't. Although my faith in Malthamar Duin has grown in light of the support he's given to our party over the last year.
I don't mind him looking over us as long as he doesn't talk to us.
Bree rolls her eyes. Whatever, guys. I'm just bored. I need to go kick some ass.
You're going to go shoot some more knees?
I need to go shoot somebody in the
Nice.
knee.
Does,
I mean, training minions in towns is fun, but they're just groveling now, and I can't handle that.
How did they treat Bree when she returned back with the tails of the dragon?
I mean, I understand that vanquishing a dragon is a big deal, but I mean, hoisting me up on their shoulders and calling me their mistress? Come on. That's a bit much.
But that's just
Yeah.
half the fun of messing with someone of small stature such as yourself.
Well,
I
you
d-
calling
I-
short.
I do think I love Phandalin, and it has been very nice being a great hero here and having our special table, but I think we've outgrown it. I mean, this is a very, very small town. I think it's time that we think about moving somewhere else.
Your belly has gotten bigger.
I was laughing to myself because I was thinking her booster seat says, I ain't short on it.
Why you gotta be a booster seat? It's a big girl seat. Because I'm a big girl now.
So,
When you sit on a toilet, do your feet touch the ground?
You want me to show you when I kick your ass? Right after I kick your ass?
So you put your head in the toilet and sit. Let's see what happens. As you guys are
Slurpees.
talking at the table, there's a banging outside. It sounds like somebody is nailing a new wanted poster or something to the message post outside of the Stonehill Inn.
No.
Oh,
Let's go see what.
there's
Sounds
a
like
job
there may
out
be
there.
a new adventure. Let's go check it out.
And when you step out to the door, you see your turn.
Sorsha. She is
wearing a name
a 20-something-year-old maiden with fiery red hair, which is tangled and curly and pulled back away from her face. She's got determined eyes, a pointed nose, and a jagged scar cutting across her right cheek.
She's all scarred. What's she
She's
doing?
all scarred.
She's hammering a thing.
And when
into
they go
the
look at it, what do
ground.
they see?
Help wanted.
I don't feel like washing dishes.
I know.
Exactly.
What's that
I'll
about?
leave that to the halflings.
Hey,
Oh, wait, what? Sorry? I didn't say
no
girls.
respect. No
I
respect.
get no regard.
Hey.
So,
Rodney.
Is this someone that we've seen before?
yeah.
Or is this a new face?
That's a new face to you guys.
So, excuse me. What's your name again?
Hi, I'm Sorsha.
Sorsha. What are you doing over there?
I'm looking for help trying to find... Is it Rudolph?
I was thinking that, but I've heard it should be pronounced Radoth. You pick, because you're the one introducing it.
Rudolph.
All right.
Who's Radoff?
You,
And what's
you
it-
would recognize that
Oh, I
name.
would- that's true.
How you play that is up to you.
Too much mead. Radoff. What do you want with Radoff?
He's gone missing.
So,
Wait, Radoth?
That's the old man we found in Thunder
that's
Tree.
the
Yeah.
old man.
Yeah, okay. I've had a few pints of dwarven ale. I want to make sure that we're all on the same
You
page.
get served plenty before the chicken stew even shows up.
Yeah, I mean, the bread
apparently.
soaks it up well, but when you drink like Thor drinks, you
Oh,
have to
here we go.
make sure we're all on the same page.
I don't think I've ever heard a dwarf make excuses for a beer.
I'm not making excuses for beer. I'm making excuses for maybe not remembering who Radoth is.
All right.
He's gone missing. When was he last seen? Or where was he last seen?
I saw him last in
She's
Thunder
looking
Tree.
at me. I've got to
You
look
saw him
too.
last in Thunder Tree?
See how long ago it was. It was weeks ago. He has been missing and unheard of for weeks.
This is not typical behavior for Radoff, all right?
We just met him
Do we
one time,
know?
and he asked us to meet him again.
So we should go
So
look for him?
we could probably meet him again if we find him.
I never really liked your lip, wizard.
Good.
Good. Which one?
Boy.
Both of them.
Wait, Sorsha, what is why are you trying to find him, and what's in it for us if we help you?
We are offering a plentiful reward. And
That's what I like to hear.
Yeah.
Plentiful?
Plentiful. Go ahead.
He has gone missing from our town.
Your town being?
Neverwinter.
Neverwinter?
The big town that we haven't gone to yet. You
Oh,
guys have probably
the
visited
city
off
of
and on.
Neverwinter.
The
Yes,
city-
exactly.
I've passed through there
Big place.
several times.
So when you say plentiful, how plentiful? Are we talking gold? Are we talking silver? Are we talking jewels?
Much gold. I'm sure the amount would depend on what condition he's returned in.
Okay.
You know, I'm thinking that the plentiful reward will be the amount of boredom you won't find there.
Again, I don't appreciate your lip. Although every once in a while you do have a good point. Very rarely. But it happens.
Look, y'all, I can't lie. I'd do it for free.
Whenever I get those little blue pills, I get a good point.
You get a good point. Score 1 for Molly.
Nice.
Let's go have some fun.
So what's the plan then, Sorsha?
So yeah,
What's the plan?
where'd you like any leads?
He was last seen in Thunder Tree, of course.
So perhaps we should head back to Thunder Tree and start.
That was the last time you guys saw him.
Let's go.
He frequents there.
Let's go canvas Thunder Tree. Give me a moment to get my pack and my supplies.
You want to bring some of your underlings?
Nah, they're useless anyway. I've taught them all they can learn. They're on their own from.
I thought
for
I heard
now.
him say underoos. I don't know why. You gonna bring your Wonder Woman underoos?
So wait,
I
are we
always wear those.
are we thinking Thunder Tree or Neverwinter?
Thunder
Never-
Tree.
Thunder Tree.
Thunder Tree?
But he was okay.
A little bit of railroad.
He's missing
I mean,
from
we've got a few
Neverwinter.
episodes to record.
All right, let's go.
Yeah.
Off we go. Are we off to
Off
see
we go.
The Tree Thunder.
the Tree of Thunder?
So we have on our adventure book, which Brittany, you have there, just on page 5, you can see that from Fandolin to Thunder Tree is a couple of days at least. If you're just marching along, if you hitch a ride with a caravan, which I'm sure somebody would let you simply because you're heroes and all.
Bitch, we got horses.
Yeah.
We're rich.
I can
We're rich,
commandeer
bitch.
horses at wills because of my soldier background.
Seriously?
Yeah,
Seriously.
it's actually on my sheet.
So
Pretty
wha-
awesome.
All right. So you take horses. Probably takes you a couple of days instead of 3.
So on the
I can
trip,
requisition simple equipment and horses for temporary
Unless
use.
you choose to ride hard, and then that
Do
would
you
probably
always
be
like to
one
ride
day.
hard?
Can we ride hard and put them away
boy.
wet?
you always riding hard and put them away.
Well,
wet,
how are you
don't
going to wet them?
We'll just find a stream.
It
Find a
just
stream.
happens.
Oh yeah,
So on our trip there, can we learn more about Sorsha?
yeah.
So what do you do when you're not off looking for missing men?
So, what equipment does Sorsha have with her? What else do they see other than her physical appearance?
She has a longbow and a not very much used greatsword.
I noticed the hilt there doesn't have very many oil stains. I'm taking you don't draw it very often.
No, I do not.
Things don't
And,
get close enough.
Is it because of that scar? Did you cut yourself on accident?
That was not an accident.
Ferris is a
So
man
you-
of few smart words.
So you did it on purpose.
Of course. I clearly cut myself shaving.
Fair.
I like her.
I-
Puts you in your place.
That's good because you don't like the wizard. So
I
you
don't
guys-
like. I
you two
gotta
can
like
hang out.
somebody.
Yeah.
I'll hang out with Ferris. You two good ladies go off and powder your noses.
What the hell?
Excuse
So
got-
sexist.
I mean, you gotta have some concealer for that scar, right?
Well, that's true. So
Does it look concealed?
I'll conceal your.
Hence the concealer for it.
Anywho.
So, what else? What else would you guys like to share among characters during this trip up to from Fandolin to Thunder Tree?
I just want to make sure she knows what an esteemed healer I am.
Okay. How do you pitch that?
No,
Your shoulders look tense. Let me take care of that.
I would actually. I would be fairly quiet on the trip.
You'd be quiet on the
Yeah,
trip.
I'd be watching.
Really?
I'd be trying to be.
Bree wouldn't shut up about all the little adventures. And did I tell you about the time that we fought the Red Brands?
Red Brand
Yeah.
Tommy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you
Greg.
shot him in the knee?
That fucker owed
That was
me
Greg,
money,
wasn't it?
And I took him.
I think it was Greg.
I took him
That's his
out.
name, Yeah.
Somebody
And
already made a
glass staff?
Skyrim
You gotta
joke.
tell him about glass staff.
You gotta tell him.
No,
about
no, no
glass stuff.
Skyrim joke. Do you have one?
No, it is a Skyrim joke.
It
What?
is a Skyrim joke.
What
though.
is?
knee
I'm
thing?
sorry.
The whole shooting in the knee.
I used to be
Son
an
of a
adventurer like you, and then I
bitch, I
took an
didn't
arrow
know
to
that.
the knee.
All right. I'm so out of it. I cry now.
Just hang your head in shame.
I have the game, too, on 2 platforms.
Just one of them.
I have it on PC and Xbox 360, and I've never played it more than 10 minutes.
Wow.
Anyway, so yeah, this ride. You guys clear on what you're doing?
Yeah, we're just
We're gonna
chatting,
go and
getting
search
to know
for
each other.
write-off.
Search for write-off.
All right, we're
Do we
going to
encounter
go
anything?
for you guys as reference because you've been to Thunder Tree already. Page 31 in the adventure book, The Lost Mines of Fandelva. Page 31 is the ruins of Thunder Tree. You'll be approaching from the west this time because you'll go up on the road and head up north on the road and head east. And as you approach, what is your game plan? What do you know about Thunder Tree?
We know that we eradicated all of the evil within, so let's just ride in like we own the place.
Don't you want to scout out ahead? Can I do a? What can I see? Can I do
All
a
right, so
roll?
perception sounds like perception to me. Let's do a perception check.
It has been a few months.
It
And
has
this,
been a
this
while,
could be
right?
anybody.
Evil doesn't proliferate like that.
There we go.
Any and everybody could roll this because we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Ah!
And then tell me your
Roll it
number.
on the table.
Oh, nice.
What would I roll for this?
Perception.
Perception.
D20, and then add your
Perception number.
which would be
It is on that
over
list of skills
here,
there.
right there.
It's an
So
alphabetical
where
order.
Britanny has played D&D before, this is a
14.
new character sheet format for her, so she's getting used to it tonight.
16.
Yeah.
What you got?
You got
Wizard.
one up.
I have a 15.
All right.
I rolled an 18 and get to add 8 for 26.
Good
Holy
gosh.
God.
So I think
Good
I'm going to
God,
see some
man.
stuff.
You see her seeing stuff.
I see what she ate for breakfast inside her stomach.
All right. So as you're
Is that
approaching,
right? Can I have a
Yes.
plus 8 to perception?
No.
That can't be right.
probably not, but as
You
long
have
as you
a-
had more
Even if
than
it's a plus 5, I got 23.
Yeah, you still have the higher
How did
number.
that-
So you see what you had for lunch, not breakfast.
Not breakfast.
Yeah, you can't see that far back. Gosh.
It needs to be standards.
So you know where Thunder
That can't
Tree
be right.
is, farther down the road, and as you are approaching between Thor and Bree, you see what looks like a brand new ramshackle guard shack set up, and several sentries apparently watching over the road, maybe a quarter mile ahead of you. You see them right at the edge of your vision.
So there's
The
a
hell
brand
is
new.
Yeah, it wasn't there from what you remember leaving
Makeshift.
Thunder Tree.
There's
You
a
could
brand
say-
new
you
makeshift,
could
not
say
ramshackle,
makeshift
because
as well.
ramshackle implies old and worn down.
It is brand new old, yes.
Oh, okay.
It's the newest old building you've ever seen.
Nice.
It's the tallest dwarf.
Antiquing.
Yes.
They antiqued
the
it.
shortest giant.
Did we see people there?
Yeah. If you had listened to the whole
I know.
thing,
I was trying to figure out how I had a plus 8 to perception, which I didn't. So for all the
so
people
you're
at
not very
home
perceptive of what number
mocking
that-
me,
that-
I was only plus
yeah.
4.
All right.
So, as JJ pointed out.
But so you see a shack and also some sentries pacing the road on the lookout.
Do they look studly or do they look weak and wiry?
What does Thor consider studly? They look like your everyday thieves, bandits, people out for no good.
Oh, because that was my next question. I was going to ask Sorsha here if she recognizes the guards that were there. Are they this part of the whole ride-off contingency?
Are they part of what you'd heard?
I don't
Me too.
recognize them.
All right. But they could be the bandits that you may have heard about, which is somewhere in that message.
All right, I've got a plan.
Yes.
Hold on.
You're
I
welcome
got,
to make it
I've
up as we go.
Got a plan.
Go ahead.
I'm going to use thieves can't.
Okay.
Go
From
up
a
to
quarter
them.
mile away? Oh, you're going to go
No,
walk right up to them.
So here's the deal.
All right.
Everyone needs to like stealthily approach, but stay close by.
You're the only one that does that.
I'm
It
wearing,
could
I'm wearing
happen.
chainmail.
It could happen. It could happen. We need to like stealthily approach, but stay close by. I'm gonna go talk to them to see if I can figure out what's going on using my skills, my suave,
Your mad skills.
my mad thieving skills.
All right. So on the approach to Thunder Tree, there aren't really many trees. There's just a lot of thunder, I guess. And there's really no place to hide horses and people at the road. They could just stay way back as you approach.
All right. Plan B. We pretend that you guys are prisoners. Yeah?
Nice.
Oh, we're going to Star Wars this bitch?
Yeah.
All of us.
Everyone's in
Throw you over the horse. It'll be great.
yes.
You captured all of us.
Absolutely.
The
It'll
midget.
give me that much. The midget, yes. It could work.
Her ego far outmatches her size.
It could totally work.
I'm not buying it.
Well, you have a better plan, wizard?
Shoot
fireball
first,
the
ask
shack.
questions later.
Shoot first, ask questions later. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
like
worked so well for
if they turn out to be aggressive toward us,
Well, if we shoot them, they will be aggressive.
that's what I'm saying. If they turn
While
out to be
they're
aggressive
talking
toward
about this,
Yeah.
I'd like to draw my bow.
Okay.
Oh, gosh.
She's ready.
No, seriously, walk up to them. If they're aggressive toward us, we react. If not,
Okay, fine. We'll do that.
So you will approach casually along the road.
Casually approach along
I'll
the
stay
road.
back with my bow drawn.
Like
That's a
back
good-
at a distance? Because you couldn't hit them from a quarter mile away.
Back.
This is a long distance that they spied them ahead of because Thor was able to see into the future.
Yes.
He was
I
able to
retarded.
see was able to see about 1,200 feet into the future. Yeah.
Before we approach, I just wanted to ask Sorsha, how do you know Radoth? Is he just someone from your town, or do you have a more personal relationship with him?
He's just someone from my town.
All right, so no.
so
Nope.
you're out for a bounty too. Then
I am not after the bounty, I'm after the glory.
fair enough.
So we're all on the same page
snap.
here.
There we go.
So that means she doesn't get
Not
her
quite
share
the
of the
same.
gold,
She didn't.
right?
That means
Yeah.
I get her share.
The gold heart.
The golden heart.
Yes.
Yeah.
I just need what I need to get by.
All right, so we're coming in from the west here.
Yeah. So that top left, northwest part of the map is where you're approaching from. That is where. So if we look at that map again, we're on page 31. But if we look at that map, that road that leads in, you are outside of that map, slightly outside. So you know where Thunder Tree is, and as it was said, you want to spy on it as you're approaching. You see shortly outside of the city this new shack, this
Well-
new ancient shack.
I'll be frank. I don't think at this point we would be terribly
I
scared.
thought you were Thor.
I'll be Thor and Frank. I've got a split personality.
That explains a lot.
I'm a Gemini. I don't think we'd be real scared about walking up there, just like Ferris said. And
Yeah, like
if they want to mess with us, we'll see what happens.
All right. Let's do
once
it.
they know that we took out the dragon.
But I mean, we don't have to be aggressive. But I think we should walk up ready, prepared, and see what
Okay.
happens.
act like
So
we own
let's
the
just
place.
act like we own the
you
place?
belong. It's like the one
Okay.
time I went to the Walmart and I acted like I worked there, and I just walked into the back room and it was fun. If you act like you
Outstanding.
belong,
Yeah. Who's
Outstanding.
going to stop you?
no one stops you.
Exactly.
Let's
All right.
just go then.
So you approach casually, as if you might own the place.
Yeah.
Yes,
As you get close,
but not
enough-
with Sorsha because she's hanging out with her bow.
I'm going to stay
A little
about
farther
100
back.
feet back.
There you go.
She's obviously the smart one in the party.
She's not as confident as we are. That's what it is.
Yes. So she's not confident; she's inconfident.
Exactly.
Like instead of competent.
Oh,
incompetent.
competent, and we're confident. She's competent.
There we go. So as you approach, they see you approaching. When you get close enough, they step out, block the road. There are 3 of them with crossbows, and one of them stands. He's not holding a bow of any type. He stands in front of you and says, "Halt! What's your business here?"
So can I
Punch you in the
say
face.
punch him in the face first? No.
Yeah.
All right. Can I say nothing? We're just passing through, but in that message, hide some code that alerts them to tell us if there's any jobs or bounty to be had in town.
So that's the thieves' cant thing.
Exactly.
So, if you would like to get a little creative with that, what does that sound like?
I have no idea.
All right.
It's a combination of
It's
hand
a combination.
gestures.
Yeah.
Hand gestures, inflection,
Yeah.
words.
Throw us down some
It's
West
code.
Side.
I know it's code, but I was just curious if you had something in mind when
Negative
you said
Ghost
it.
Rider.
We're just passing
Pattern
through. Do you
slope.
have one in the oven?
Ah. It's been a long road, and we're kind of thirsty.
So
Is
you
there-
get back from him in code. Who are these other people? While he's answering out loud to everyone else, there is no business in Thunder Tree to be had. You can go around the city, town,
and in
place,
code,
village.
he's asking who these other people are.
Yeah, you get that code.
So I respond, saying it's a long way around town. We'd prefer to just cut through, but I would also note or convey that
Code.
these are my
You're
my
Batman in
my
Code of
band
Ring.
mates bandmates?
Sure.
We're Def Leppard.
You've
We're
got to be the
groupies.
drummer.
Yeah, I'm totally the drummer.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I can keep a beat. And
So you're in code.
And
you're
tell-
saying
and I
they're
wanted
with
to-
me.
they're with me, and
Yeah.
that we're pretty badass.
Okay. And outside, it's like the roads are closed in town. You'll have to go around, and the code back is badass is irrelevant here. Move along.
But you don't know how badass
And
he is.
he looks like he's getting more angry, and he motions for his other guys to aim their crossbows. And
All right, this isn't
they aim
working.
one at each, the three of you, because she's a little farther back,
Okay.
and you can
I'd
see
like
all
to
of it.
shoot.
I signal to
Okay.
Ferris, blow him
Let's
up.
roll initiative.
Wait. Oh,
No waiting.
Before, can I do a cantrip before then?
You can do it on your first turn.
All right.
Well, what was it? It would be my question.
I was just going to use what is the one? Thaumaturgy that lets me make a sign of supernatural wonder.
Let's do that
I'll
on
wait.
your first turn.
All right.
then. Yep. Because it's to do something, right?
right.
You want to affect something.
Oh God, 6 minus 1.
Good gosh, I think you guys are going to win this one. I am rolling. I'm just going to do 2 groups of 2 here.
God, Thor is such a lover, but everyone just always wants to fight in D&D.
You can keep the initiative there if you want, or if you want to use the whiteboard, we can do that. If you guys want positioning, however you want to get us set up, that's great.
Thor, initiative?
5.
5.
19.
19.
Nice.
You'll be going first.
It's always good with the girl with the bow has 19.
Yeah.
18.
How about the other one?
I've got a short bow because I'm a little bitty person,
It's probably like half the size overall.
And the
but I pack a big punch.
Oh, yeah.
Les Bandits.
All right, so I have
Brittany,
an
I've
8
got
and a
this here just
7.
'cause
They're
it's my
probably all
spell book,
going
'cause I can't
together anyway,
remember.
right?
So
Yep.
I'm not trying to be
So
rude,
let's
but
split that up. Let me do, what other numbers do you have out there? Is that a 10?
19, 19, 18, 8, 7, 5.
So put one after the 5. So we'll do an 8 and a 4. I don't want them all going together. That's why I split it up to begin with. All right. And now they are getting ready to shoot. It is obvious to everyone at this point that you are not welcome. They are not letting you by. Bree's words have had no
effect.
positive effect.
Bastards.
All
You
right,
will
so
taste our wrath.
what do we got there, Mr.
Sorsha.
Stevens? All right.
Sorsha.
What Sorsha was ready to shoot. Who is she shooting at? You have 4 of them.
The
You
one
have
that
the
was
one
talking.
that's talking. All right, he's always the first
and
to go.
Not readily armed.
That poor fella. Yes, he has short sword at his side, but is not holding a bow like the others are holding their crossbows. Okay. Go ahead. You're going to. You have that, right? You know where it is. Yes.
This.
Your +2 attack, and you'll be telling me what you roll, and I'll be telling you if you hit. So it's the longbow, right? So you have a
Right.
+2 attack right after that, and you roll
So I would roll a.
the
You roll a
D20
D20,
and
add
to
10.
it. You got it.
Okay.
Add 10. Good gosh, man!
12.
That
It's
misses.
a +1.
No, it's a 12. It's a
Is
plus
that-
10. This is
right,
your attack
but
bonus.
where does this go to?
The plus, don't worry about it. It's already,
It's
factored
already
in.
included.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so you just go with the one number. One of the things about the sheets is they include a lot of the numbers, so you just go with the total that's listed there. But since you rolled a 2, you actually miss.
All right. I have 2 attacks. Can I
All
do
right,
it again?
you sure can.
Do
I
it
don't see why
again.
not. Just mark off 2 arrows because it might matter later.
I
So
think
what
she
is
hit
the
then.
second one?
23.
23
Nice.
will definitely hit.
It took her 1 to get the range.
Exactly. She's back 120 feet,
Yeah. That's,
which is in short range of the longbow, but
and
still.
for what it's worth, Thor notes that she just hit from 120 feet and liked it.
Yeah. What do we got for damage?
All right. It's 8
What
piercing.
is, 8. Ow. All right. So you did 8 damage to that first guy. And who's up next? So the arrow hits him. He
And
hollers
I'm
out in pain.
Gonna follow it up with a ray of frost.
Ray
Same
of
guy or
Frost,
different guy?
Same guy.
All right. He's number 1 on my list.
Yep.
What do we
That's a
got?
2 on the dice. We're
Oh.
gonna move on.
So 2. Yeah, I'm pretty sure 2's going to miss because I don't think you have a +13.
I don't.
Yeah. And for those mathing, that's 15 AC.
Wait, what?
Wait, what? I hit 18.
18 will hit. Same guy?
Same
The
guy.
guy who's talking back smack?
And he has not acted yet, so you get to...
And I get to do my sneak attack,
I
right?
think you just get to kill him, I believe, is the way this works out. Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Give me a number anyway, because it's fun to hear.
That would be a 10 plus 5, 15.
15 damage. Where does that arrow hit him?
Square in the chest.
In the chest. Right in both of his chests.
In the chesticles.
And he kind of freezes in place, falls to his knees, and falls back.
So I would then tell the rest of them, unless you guys want to have the same fate, give up now, because I would gladly turn you into porcupines.
Okay.
You realize we did kill the dragon that lived here.
Yeah. And when you say that, one of them shouts an alarm.
Motherfucker. Okay.
Can I hear?
We're under attack! Yeah, I'd say from 100 feet away, you can hear some things, yeah.
But not exactly what she said.
When the guy shouts, we're under attack, you hear that, for
Okay.
sure.
Number 8.
8. All right. So there's one guy left with a crossbow, and because Bree just talked smack.
Of course.
All right.
What
but
more would you
4
expect?
plus 4 is 8. I don't think that's going to even be half of your AC, is
Negative, Ghost Rider.
it? All right. They get a multi-attack, but I'm not going to do that with a crossbow because it doesn't make sense. But I'll let them reload it.
Thor.
Who's up after that?
Awesome. So I was going to do something cool, but these guys, they don't seem
but
to
I'm
take...
Kurt.
They don't seem to take our threat seriously, so I think I am just going to have to hit them with some Sacred Flame.
All right. Go for it.
Which, as the cleric, I love to have basically a column of fire rain down on my target.
Yeah.
Beauty is that this is just a cantrip. And since I'm at level 5, it now does 2d8 radiant damage.
Is the fire any specific color?
Right now, it's bright orange with a tinge of blue, but
Okay.
sometimes, depending on my mood, it might be different.
I think like
I mean, we're just
Sacred
getting warmed
Flame.
up.
I'm thinking like bright white and yellow kind of
Yeah.
fire is what I'm thinking.
I imagine he got like a laser pointer. He just kind of points.
puts it right in his
Oh,
eyes.
no. This is much more like...
A laser pointer made of fire from the heavens.
Right.
Yeah.
So they get no cover benefit, but they get to make a dex saving throw against
Hey,
my spell.
they
I would
have-
assume against my spell cast modifier.
No. 2 plus 2 is 4.
That's not going to
so
do it.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that ain't. That ain't gonna happen.
So I get to roll 2d8.
Now, who is this at?
bless
Single
you.
target?
Yes.
Okay. Do you want to go with someone who has not shot yet, or the one who just shot at Bree and missed?
The one who just shot at Bree and missed.
All right. Go for it.
Come on, baby.
Okay.
Picture me rolling.
That's 15.
15 damage.
15 radiant damage.
Oh, sweet. They have 16 hit points. So, seriously, they do. I left their hit points alone. I just changed their armor class in there to hit.
So he's lying on the ground
Yes.
crying for his mommy,
Yes.
but not quite dead.
As he was reloading the crossbow bolt, the laser pointer made of flame and death from the heavens saturated his ethereal being.
Numero
Or
cinco.
something.
That's a good start. I'll heal next
That's a
turn.
good start.
I'll heal next turn.
If anyone needs it, or this guy,
I might heal him just to show I can do
just
it.
to prove you can. Look what I can do. Look at
Number
me.
5.
All right, so we've got.
Sorsha doesn't realize yet how
Who is 5?
I don't know.
No, that was Kurt.
that was me.
These guys are 4.
4.
Yeah.
4. Whatever.
All right. I had 8 and 4. So 4 in the initiative. I had 2. I am still going to have both of them shoot at Bree because they took out the boss. 15.
That hits.
15 hits. Nice. All right. Let me let the other guy shoot first. 5 and 5 is 10. That's not going to hit. All right. The crossbow is a D8, I believe. They normally don't have a crossbow. I'm making this part up. So we'll do a D8 plus, and it'll be the dexterity, so 5 damage. So Bree will take 5 damage as one crossbow bolt hits her, and the other flies past her and lands about 5 feet to the left of Sorsha, who I believe is up next.
Yes, he is.
That guy didn't right aim at you, but he almost hit you.
Okay. Schmuck.
And his name is Schmuck. He has a name tag as well. They're all
I
named
can't read it
Schmuck.
from here.
It's like Smith. They're all named Schmuck. Agent Schmuck.
Agent Schmuck.
All right, so one of them is down on the ground because he just got flamed to
Oh, yeah.
near death.
He is definitely flamed. He had flame on.
I'm going to aim. I guess it's separate rolls, so we'll see it separately.
one for each.
One for each.
Yep. Okay. One at the guy on the ground first?
No, the two that are
The
still
other
standing.
2. Okay.
19.
19 hits.
All right, and to hit the other one is 22.
22
yeah.
will also hit. Let's
All
see
right.
what
Well
happens
done.
to them.
I like this new lady.
These dice are on fire.
So to the first one, it is
A lot.
10 damage.
I see a 5. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering what the plus was. All right, so 10.
Mm-hmm. And to the second one,
Yep.
Ooh, max.
Nice.
13.
13.
Now, did she crit at all?
No.
No, because she needs to roll a 19 or a 20, I believe, right?
Yeah.
All right, so those 2 arrows come in. These guys are starting to hurt, and as we continue after the alarm was sounded, it looks like more are running from the direction of the town. They're off in the distance. And game turns, they'd probably be here in 2 rounds, and it looks like there's probably 10 more.
Oh, nice. I'm going to lob a fireball at them.
Okay.
The ones running towards us?
Yep.
What do we have for range on Fireball?
600 feet.
And is there any... Do you roll to hit, or is it they get
It's
a
a
save,
dexterity
right?
saving
Okay.
throw for them.
Okay, so what I will
So
do...
you said there's about 10. They're probably running together.
I was going to say, what I'd like you to do, at this range, roll a d10, and that's how many will be in the burst. Because a fireball is a burst of, I don't know what, 15 feet or something? Right now?
It's a 30-foot.
Okay. So they wouldn't all be together unless you roll a 10.
3? Really?
okay.
Come on.
Well, that's what you're going to
Should've
hit
gone
from
with my
this
pink
range.
dice.
Yeah, there's 6.
Right. And that's just to describe how spaced they are.
Okay.
Right. So, what is it, a dex saving?
Dex saving throw.
Okay. And they have a +2. I have a 4 + 2 is 6, a 7 + 2 is 9, and an 8 + 2 is 10. I believe they all failed.
They do.
So go ahead and give me what the damage is.
Grabbing some other dice.
Yeah, take them.
Some mother dice.
Some other dice.
Don't forget the baby dice.
Mother dice.
Go, go, go.
We got 7, 12, 14, 17.
All right, so 3
22.
are on fire and run for a few more feet before they scream and fall to the ground. And the other 7 are still headed in your direction.
I'm going to yell out, looks like your reinforcements are not coming.
Nice.
Very nice. So at that point, Bree hasn't moved yet. What's
No.
in front of her? There's still 2?
The one guy who got seriously flamed and the other 2 that just were pierced by Sorsha's arrows.
She's going to
Her arrows are probably almost as tall as you, which is probably pretty cool, too.
It is pretty cool. She's going to take aim at the one who looks the most hurt.
The flamer.
The flamer?
Yep.
No, that's a waste.
He has 1 hit point left.
He's on the floor.
I think you will kill whoever you hit, but I'm not positive either. Depends on what you roll.
The other one.
All right, so that will be the 3rd or 4th guys. The other 2 that just got hit.
Oh, yeah.
What you got?
A lot.
A lot?
21.
Their AC is a lot +1. You hit.
You don't get to
21
do
will
sneak attack,
hit.
though.
I don't get sneak attack. It's 1d6. Max damage, 11.
Nice. He had 6 hit points left, and you rolled a 6 on the die, so that takes care of the 3rd guy, the other guy
And
that had
she's
the
gonna
crossbow
take-
in front of you.
This opportunity. What's around there?
Right at this area, so maybe 20 or so feet farther back is that shack.
Mm-hmm.
And then about 100 or so feet past are the guys running towards you. And then there's just brush
So we're just
around.
kind of like out in the open right now?
Yeah, and that's most likely is the strategy of setting up the post right here is so if you're going on the road, you have to pass here, and they're going to see you.
And
There's
there's
nowhere
nothing else
really
I
to
can do.
hide except the shack itself.
Okie doke.
I mean, you could probably hide behind a bush or something if you wanted to hide.
No. Wimps not.
Yeah, wimps hide.
Wimps hide.
All right, so 8. Initiative 8.
Oh yeah, that's the guy that has 1 hit point left. Mr. Thor, this guy is going to draw his short sword and lunge at you.
The guy with 1 hit point?
Yep.
Good luck. I will hold up my pinky.
Really? All right, let's see what happens. He gets 2 attacks at you. I have a 19 on the die.
Oh,
Plus
shoot.
5 is 24 to hit.
Oh.
And 16 to hit. The 16 misses, I believe.
Yes.
All right. But the 24
That's just
hits,
against my regular AC, right?
Yeah. D6 plus 2. I rolled a 1. Plus 2 is 3. You take 3 damage.
3.
And then you'll probably insert your pinky to wherever you were pointing at.
Does he get an attack of opportunity?
No, because he charged at him.
Oh, okay.
These guys were a bit away from you with the crossbow because you're having your exchange. This guy grabs a short sword, jumps up, and lunges at the cleric. Yes, he's not a druid. Who's up after that?
That would be Thor.
All right, Thor, it's your turn.
He's
Pinky.
right there, right?
Yeah.
I kind of hate to waste the energy on him. How many?
Bip. Come on, bip him.
You still have to hit him.
I only get one attack, right?
Yeah.
Unless you have something extra. You don't have the spiritual weapon out. I think that's a bonus action.
That's what I was thinking. I kind of hate to waste this. I feel like on these guys, I don't really want to waste actual spell slots. So I think I'm going to go with.
I really think you should.
You think I should?
I think you should waste anything you can, yes.
Really?
Says the GM.
When you word it like that, yes, please waste it.
All right. Well, in that case.
Because that way when his
Don't
boss
do
shows up, you won't have it.
When his what shows
When
up?
his boss shows up, you won't have it.
Oh, so that's the GM talking, not the podcast host?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. No, in that case, I'm going to go
Well,
back
it's
to the
still
cantrip.
entertaining. Okay,
See, what
you
I'd like
got?
to do, if I knew I was going to have a rest, is I would cast Hold Person on him, then dance around him singing the clown song, da 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 da,
Nice.
and then take my warhammer and smack his head off.
Okay.
That's
Instead,
sadistic.
I'm just going to go with a cantrip and summon Sacred Flame.
You're
Again.
still on a horse, too. You guys didn't say you dismounted.
Well, it worked the first time from the horse.
Okay.
So
yeah.
I'm going to do it
No,
again.
no, no. I meant that whole dancing around. You'd have to get
Yeah.
the horse to canter or
Trot.
something. Right?
Yeah,
A trot.
That'd be awesome.
Well, he's got soldier training. I'm sure he can do.
They'd be riding Pinkie Pie.
That's true. That's
What's
true.
that called?
Paso Fino.
The prancing?
Paso Fino.
Yeah. So at this
Paso
point,
Fino?
it's a 2d8 radiant against your deck
I
saving
think it's
throw.
called a circus act.
Oh,
I got a deck saving throw. 12 plus 2 is 14. What is your
Son
spell
of a-
DC?
Oh, I don't think that makes it.
I think you have a
because
15,
I am
right?
now a 15 at level 5.
All right, so he does not save.
and I just need a 1, and I get 8.
Yeah, I don't think you can roll a 0.
No, and so just to be clear, he
Yeah.
just got like
Annihilated.
Buffy with the stabby.
I remember,
Mr.
though,
Point-
I haven't
Mr.
watched.
Pointy.
I haven't watched.
He turns to
Buffy.
ash.
Oh, he just turns
Okay.
to ash, and
Got it.
there's no more.
He got super holy flamed, or sacred flamed.
Sacred Flamed.
And he was just held together by whatever you severed. And he is now fallen
He's
apart.
now meeting his maker.
Yeah.
Who's probably not Mothamar doing.
Which is
Probably not.
Probably not.
No.
So where do we stand with the other folks?
There is still one holding the crossbow, who I believe is going to be shooting next at Bree again.
Does he still have like clean breeches, or has he soiled his pants at this point?
He has actually dipped the tip of the crossbow bolt in his feces, and he shoots it at you.
Nice.
Sick
And rolled a
bastard.
1 on the die, so he shot himself right up the poop chute.
He didn't. He
Oh,
didn't
dear.
account for the laden arrow.
I think the name of this episode will be Just the Tip.
I should write that.
Do it.
Kurt, text it to me.
Just the tip.
So he misses severely.
Severely.
Yeah. He practically shoots himself.
All right. So
That's
should
my
Maybe
kinda
the
back
strings,
up. My kinda
like the
henchman.
string snaps, hits the front of the arrow and pulls it back and hits him in the shoulder. And, and
Now
I
you're
think Sorceress
gonna.
up
Now you're
next.
gonna die. of
So you have the
dysentery.
one guy still there with the crossbow that just, stubbed his
Shit
toe or
himself,
something.
and
Yeah,
then
that guy.
failed miserably.
And you can see past that, so probably 200 or 250 feet away from you is a group of 7 more and 3, burning bodies on the ground headed in your direction. And they are all carrying bows right now, and they look like they're probably
Okay.
about to start shooting.
Well, since
Ooh, speaking of
the
this is the
soiled one is the only one I can reach from here easily.
Why is Joe rolling dice?
I want to get these guys into initiative. I'm going to have a 9 and 22. So next turn, these guys will come in at that. I forgot I wanted to roll it before. Go ahead.
All right. The only one that I can easily reach right now is
Yes.
the soiled.
When you shoot out of range,
Yeah.
you'll just have disadvantage, which is 2d20s.
And he did say
hit
that
the lower
they're
one.
250 feet away, which you believe
I think it's 160 for normal range.
It's-
I would just say disadvantage after that.
Yeah.
Because she's awesome with a bow, so we'll just go with
Yeah.
that.
Within 150 feet
Yeah.
is normal. Up to 600 feet is disadvantage.
Good
Yeah.
lord.
So if you want to shoot the one
Tom.
guy without disadvantage, you can finish him off while the other 7 are approaching.
All right. I would like to shoot at him and then move forward.
Okay. Go for
Finish
it.
him.
Finish.
Brutality.
I see a
That's a
crit.
crit.
She rolled a crit.
Now,
Man, our newcomer
JJ
is rolling hot.
JJ is going to remind us what a crit is in 5th edition, because it's not what Brittany is familiar with.
All right, so crit is just that you double the dice that you would roll.
Okay.
And add the
So
modifier
normally
once.
you roll a d8.
now
So you will
roll
roll
two.
a d8 twice, and then add your modifier once.
One time, right? Took us a while
So
to get that right.
15 damage.
15 damage. So he is at -12, and he shoots back. No, he doesn't. One of the looks, I got a couple of
Now,
looks. That
why
was
are
good.
these guys still running this way? We're like a wall of pain. For them.
Because there's only 4 of you,
That's true.
That's true.
How do the turns work in this
as far
version?
as...
Can I move and then take my second attack?
Yes.
Yeah, yes, you can.
Okay.
You can.
You
So
can move
on
up.
a horse, I'll let you get within range. You can make the horse run up 50 feet or so, and that'd be good enough.
Oh, nice. She's a
50.
Hun.
Why not? She
Yeah.
can horseback. Yes.
You're a
a
total
mounted
Hun.
archer.
Or Dothraki.
You're a total Hun.
You're a total Hun.
Not a Hun E, but like Attila the Hun.
Yeah.
Okay.
A mounted rider with
You're a
Mounted
Mongolian raider.
Oh, yeah.
Or you're a fighter with a bow on a horse.
Yeah, that too.
That too.
Which
That
is-
doesn't sound as cool.
Yeah, it's not. Well, you could have Mongolian chicken, I suppose.
Whoever's closest and or readiest to attack.
I believe
be-
that would be Bree.
No, on the opposite side.
All right. They're all pretty much in a kind of in a row. There's a couple closer or further. There are 7 of them. If you want to pick a number 1 to 7, that'll
4.
be the closest. 4? Okay, go for it. What you got?
21.
21 will hit. How much damage?
For
Damn.
13 damage.
She's
Yeah.
just taking him out.
13?
Those
Hey,
dice
Thor.
is hot.
That's nice.
Hey,
And those are
Thor.
ones she
Yes.
picked out of the bucket, too, Kurt.
Are you getting? Are you
Those are
getting?
dice she picked out of the bucket.
Is Thor getting a chubby seeing her
I
in
am,
action?
I don't know that I go that far, but I am impressed with the skill.
He's a dwarf. He has stone, not wood.
That's true.
He is rock
Although
hard.
she is a redhead, which we dwarves have a fondness for.
That's what I'm saying.
But she doesn't have a beard.
Well, she
That's
said she
true.
cut herself shaving, so there's promise.
There's
Nice.
If she's a tall dwarf, we're in trouble.
So who is up after Sorsha?
That'd
That'd
be
be
the wizard.
me.
Okay.
How far are they from me?
Right now, they technically haven't gone yet. When they go, they will be within shorter than 100 feet. They're about 100 feet from you right now.
All right.
I'm giving them a next turn. As we start next turn, you can see when we start next turn, you'll be in short bow range. Chances are they're going to let their arrows fly.
I'm just going to Ray or Frost the one she tagged.
All right. And that is number 4, just for kicks.
Yeah.
What you
and
got?
I got me a 25 to hit.
25 will hit. Do more than 3 points.
I can do that. I can do 7.
7. Okay. So that guy. So you had 3 that are still in kind of a flaming buffet style in the back,
And now one's
you now have the
icicle.
ice sculpture in front of them. Right. So
Fire and
nice
ice.
scenery.
Very well done.
Nice. Who's after?
I think that's the
I'm gonna
first
start
time
singing
I've
a
ever
song.
complimented you.
I hope you die in the
Fire.
Who's after?
Bree.
Ferris.
Bree. So, what's she have in front of her?
You have 6 more still running at you, and it looks like within the next 6 seconds they will be loosing their arrows from their short bows at you.
So she's going to take a knee to
Okay.
make it a little harder to hit her.
Wait, is she still on a horse?
Yeah,
All right, so she'll jump off her horse.
Well, I'm sure she took a knee behind the horse's head. And
pretty much.
That's true. I could hide behind my horse. I really
Sorta.
could. All right, so she's going to jump off her horse.
All right.
Do a little acrobatics.
Is it a high horse?
It's she's always on a high horse.
It is a high horse.
And take aim at the one that's closest to her.
Go ahead. Now you have 6 left. Pick a number.
3.
All right. What's happening
Oh,
to
that's
him?
terrible.
What's the total?
12.
12 will miss.
Mother.
that's terrible.
I shouldn't have jumped off the horse. All right,
And I'll
so
pretend
she's
you're on the horse. Roll again. No,
No.
kidding.
You're going to attempt to hide behind your
We'll
horse?
hide behind the horse.
Okay.
Roll a hide.
It shouldn't be too obvious that you hid behind the one thing you jumped off of. I'm rolling for them. They have a pretty crappy wisdom.
Yeah, she rolled a 27 to
Yeah,
hide.
I roll a 10 minus 1.
I just disappeared with
Yes.
sorcery.
Did she go up the horse's butt?
She probably would fit.
Belching.
Who is,
Remember
who's
Ace
up after
Ventura?
Bree?
That scene?
Yeah, I just don't want to.
All right, number 9.
That is all right. So I split these up in 2. So that's going to be the 3. So I'm going to have 3 arrows coming at you guys, and we have 4 of you. So we'll just do it this way: 3 and 3 and 3. So you got 3 arrows coming through. The person with the highest AC, isn't that appropriate?
Yeah.
All right. I have a 16, a 20. I'm sorry, 16, a 19, and a 16. Does a 19 hit?
Depends if I'm using my shield. I'm going to say I'm not because I don't
Okay.
generally use it. So I'm 18 AC.
Okay, so 1 will hit.
Okay.
And we will, the short bow is a d6, right? Bree?
Correct.
Okay. 5 plus 2 is 7. 7
take
points of
7?
damage, yes. So it's one of those where they're in a line, essentially, of archers. They're staggered a little bit, but they're in a line, and all these arrows are letting loose towards you. So 3 of them, a couple of them bounce off your chainmail, and the third one finds a place to damage you slightly, at least. How many hit points does Thor have? Like, how much does 7 hurt?
I was at 46, minus
All right.
3, minus 7, so
So
I'm
it's
at
not
36.
bad. You could essentially sit there like a pincushion and stand it.
I take
You don't
it.
want to. Yeah.
Lo-
All right, who's up after them?
Thor.
Thor. All right, you just got hit.
Exact your revenge.
Yeah, and they are 100-ish feet away from you.
Use an X-Acto knife.
Throw it.
100-ish feet.
100-ish, yeah. I mean, if you have something that says like 80 feet, yeah, you can hit one of them. But we're not going much shorter than that.
I mean, my guiding bolt's 120 feet.
That hits.
First level on hit, target takes 4d6 radiant damage. That sounds like...
Sounds like fun.
mean,
I think you should
Look,
waste it.
I would just keep doing what I was doing, but that's no fun. And if I don't have any spells later, it's all
well.
good. Guiding bolt, baby.
Damn right.
So I probably need to roll
call
to
me
hit
baby?
with
You
that.
do need to roll to hit
because
on
I don't think there's a save on that one, right?
Nope, you gotta hit it.
Hey.
It's a ranged spell attack. So I roll
What you got?
That plus
d20
7.
plus my modifier.
Plus 7.
Yep. Come on, baby.
Okay, Pookie.
20 plus 7.
Natural 20.
Natural
Oh
20.
my gosh.
So roll
That's a crit.
8d6.
Holy cow.
This is on one guy.
This is on one guy.
Just
All
bring
right.
bring on the d6s,
All right,
baby.
well, you have 6 of them. Pick a number first. None of them have been hit.
Pick a number.
Yeah, pick one of them to be hit.
4.
Okay. I'm ready for this. Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this.
5, 10, 15,
It's
20.
more than 16, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, 25.
Kurt, what does it
30,
look
32.
like when Thor casts this and it disintegrates this human?
I think when
Well,
What-
the thing
what
about
does that
Guiding
look
Bolt
like?
is that is radiant energy
Yeah.
from, in theory, the gods who...
Does it emanate from Thor, or is it like your sacred flame that was a column from
No,
the heavens?
This one actually... No, yeah, so Sacred Flame descended. This one is almost like a wizard spell. It's a
Okay.
both hands out, radiant damage flowing from me, and he is no more.
Yeah.
So, like, in the
there's
cartoon-
just no target.
Yeah,
so, like,
he's
in-
gone.
Yeah,
The
he doesn't
cartoons
even
where
go
they-
ashes. He's just straight up to heaven or hell, wherever his soul may
Oh,
lead
wow.
him.
Yes. So there's a soul wisp at the end, perhaps.
Exactly.
Like in Ghost.
Exactly.
Nice.
He will either go see...
Yeah. So,
Asmodeus.
Ferris, I don't know if you're next, but you just got one up. Your fire and
Asmodeus.
ice
How do you
show
say that?
Yeah.
was just
Asmodeus?
turned into a soul pyrotechnic show.
So actually now it's 22.
All right, so that is the other 3, but Kurt took one of them out, so there are 2 left. And those arrows are both going to go at, let's see, Ferris and Sorsha. Let's see how we end up there. At Ferris, 10 to hit, will not hit. At Sorsha, a 20 on the die. I crit, punks.
Oh, the rare...
Yeah.
The very
Yeah,
rare.
and
rare
these,
cheesy
and I will
bad
say
now
again
crit.
too. These
Now,
are the starter set dice. I've
One-
used them every time.
one second.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let me be the rules lawyer
Go
here.
for it.
She's got a longbow. They're using short bows.
Oh, yeah.
She's outside their range.
That's what you say, but now we're at 100
Roll it again
feet.
with disadvantage.
We're at like 100 feet. What's the roll? I'm sorry. What's the range for a short bow?
I was looking
80
for that.
feet.
80, and I said 80 would be all right, didn't I? I already
Okay.
said that.
So they're moving
Yeah.
up. They're moving up.
Oh yeah, they're moving the whole time.
Okay.
That's why they're actually in combat now. All right, so
You
there.
you gotta let Joe have his crit.
I know, I got one. I'm gonna do some damage. A 1 and a 4. So 5 plus 2 is 7 points of damage. Yeah.
Ow.
I don't know if Sorsha gets hit with arrows often, but this one was well placed. You can determine where it hit you.
Bree,
Another,
what are your-
another
what
scar
is
on the
your
other
max
side
hit
of the
points?
face, maybe.
42.
Matching
What
scars.
are you?
What's that?
Max hit points?
40.
40. Yeah,
So
Ferris
Sorsha's
had some
the
good
highest.
numbers. for
I
hit
ha-
points.
I
Yeah.
rolled like near max on
That's
every single one. I
nice.
think.
All right, so those 2 went, and they are closing. Who's up after that?
Sorsha.
Sorsha, go.
I believe
Who
it's
just
revenge.
hit me?
Light them up.
That would be number, out of the 5 that are left, that would be number
light
5,
'em
the
up.
last one. He is
16 to hit.
16 hits. Yes. They have 1, 5, 15 for armor class.
7 damage.
7 damage.
And again, 18 to hit.
18 hits. And
8 damage.
hey, well, 7 and 8 is 16. Is 15. They have 16 hit points still. 1 hit point left.
You are the
Just short.
Yeah.
You fall short every single time.
So that's what Thor
So does
did
Bree.
with his Sacred Flame.
Yeah.
1 hit point left.
I line them up and then they knock them down.
There you go. Who's up after Sorsha then?
The wizard.
Yeah, me.
The wizard did it.
I will knock him down for her.
See?
The same one? Just finish them all?
Yep.
All right.
Finish him.
Yep,
Are you keeping numbers?
I am.
Yeah, as long as you have 15. You need 15 to hit.
Oh, I got a 22 plus,
All right.
and then 3 damage.
3 damage. He is done. There are 5 left. Who's up after you?
Bree.
Bree.
Look over, kind of kind of like lean over around my horse.
Yeah.
Take aim
And
at the one I shot before. Is he still up?
I yelled over
yeah,
my
that
shoulder.
was the one that was
Got
still
7.
number 3. Because there are 4, and that's a third of 4.
Yeah, that's ridiculous to hit.
He has ridiculous -1 armor
Well,
class.
you did hide successfully, I believe.
Yeah.
So you do have advantage.
Yep.
Oh, that
So
makes
you
Give me a big number.
that makes it so much nicer.
What do you got for total?
8 and 9 plus 5,
That's more than 16, right?
much more.
Okay, he's
I
dead.
can't even do the math.
That guy is now deceased. Where'd the arrow hit
19.
him?
In the crotch.
Oh, right. Crotch death.
Crotch death.
Insta crotch death.
Jeez.
Oh, there's another girl
Yeah.
here to support you in
He
that.
died. He died with a very shocked look on his face.
She sliced the femoral artery.
I did.
I think that was the penile artery. Right in the cervix.
Right in the
Oh, I
cervix.
punched him.
Number 9.
Poor Britanny.
All right, so that is the 2 that are there right now. And those 2, there's still 4 of you, so I will go at number 3. That's Thor again. And number 2, that's Ferris. So Thor first. Roll a 1 on the die. That's not going to do it. And then same thing, 10 against you again.
One of the die is what I like to see when people are attacking me.
Yeah. All right, those 2 are done. And they have now, they're now maybe
Both
about
the
20
arrows
feet
that
away.
have been shot at me have actually hit, but
Yeah.
but they're sticking out of my mage armor. Like they're
Nice.
just they plunk into the mage armor.
So
Just
when the
kinda-
mage armor drops, they'll just fall to the ground?
Yep.
That's sweet. I like it. So these guys are now only about 20 or so feet away. They've been running the whole time.
Who's next?
Thor.
I cast Mass Healing Word.
On the bad guys.
They need it.
All right, how much do they heal?
Do we
So-
really need that much healing?
We don't.
No, I was totally joking.
He's not going to heal. What
No
do you
one, I don't think
think?
anyone's been hit except for me.
Wait, what?
I've been hit. I don't know. It's like, what?
I
What's
was
going
pinged
on?
a little
I'm
bit.
You're
so
right.
confused.
No,
He said that 4-letter word.
Yeah, for Britanny, this is a running joke that I don't actually heal. So
You don't know.
She's
That's
heard
true.
some of the podcasts with
It's
it.
true.
Yeah.
How many are left that are running?
1, 2, 3. There are 3 left, and they're just ready to release more arrows. And they're shouting behind them as well, so they're probably raising more alarms for others.
None of them would happen to be undead.
Not yet. You want to revive one of the guys that's out? Like one of the ones that's on fire? You could have a flaming zombie. That would be
Ew.
sweet. Smell like chicken.
I tell you, I want to save my spell slots.
I think you should waste it. I agree.
I think you should totally save it.
Cantrip it.
The other
I'm
ways.
going cantrip. I'm going to go back to the. I really want to do the thaumaturgy and make a little earthquake and make the ground tremor, but I just don't think that they're gonna. I
At
don't think
this
they're gonna
point,
stop.
Yeah. If anything, you might break the ice sculpture he made.
Right. So
Yeah.
I think I'll cast light.
Light. Okay.
Oh, all right. Sacred flame.
It's on fire.
Light.
Tonight.
I touch an object.
Now everyone else is on fire.
A small object sheds bright light for 20 feet and dim light for another 20 feet.
Okay. Cool.
I will cast.
They
which is
have
just,
they have an armor class of 28 versus light. You want to go ahead and roll?
Sacred flame is 60 feet, 2d8
Yeah.
damage against
Yeah.
a dex saving throw.
Dex saving throw. All right. All 3 of them are not together. You're only hitting one anyway.
Only
Right?
one.
This is a single target.
It's a single target.
Dex saving throw of 17 plus 2 is
Ooh.
19.
Oh yeah, that'll make
fine.
it.
So it's a complete miss, I think,
Uh,
on a save, right?
Complete miss. No
'Cause
damage on a save.
It's a cantrip, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
That's a
so
bummer.
on a save, then they won't take damage.
Now,
So
just for
this
my
guy saw
edification-
what happened to the other, and he just steps a little to the left.
Okay, just for me, because I'm D&D moron. Is that
Yeah.
because it's a cantrip that it's not half damage?
I don't think there's any cantrip that still does damage on a save. I think because it's a free spell.
Yeah.
You never
I mean, it
run
makes
out.
sense.
Yeah.
Cantrips have to hit or miss.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I say that there's probably a correction to it or
No, I
an
mean, it
exception
makes-
somewhere, but not for these.
I just have to get my head back around the D&D rules.
Good luck.
Because, I was a master.
See, this
of
one he
that the
doesn't.
first
He
time.
didn't hear it because he doesn't wear the headphones.
What?
Ha, ha.
You said I have to get my head around the D&D rules. He said, "Good luck."
Well, I was
All
a
right,
master.
so
of them,
22.
Yeah. All right, so that is the one guy that's left there. Let's
your dice just fell on
see
the floor.
who's getting shot. This
Wait, I keep forgetting
it's
about
Thor.
my beautiful Warhammer. Why am I not using my Warhammer?
Because
they're
you're still
not
about
in
20
range.
feet away, unless you're going to charge in and swing at him from
Next
horseback.
time I'm going to be doing some melee havoc.
I think you should. Whoa, where'd that go? That's an 8 plus 2 is 10. I'm sorry, plus 5 is 13, but that's still way short of the. What is it that needs to hit you? 17?
My AC?
Yeah.
18.
18. So, yeah, that's way short. That's it for him. Next.
Me.
Okay, go ahead.
Doesn't
Saoirse.
look right.
That was freaking awesome. Oh.
All right, who's left?
We have 3 of them left. And they're all about 20 feet away from you. When the other ones, JJ is doing unspeakable things only because no one has spoken about it.
Oh God.
So there's one that just shot at Thor, and then there's 2 others that look like they'll be charging in on Ferris and Thor. When they reach them, they'll have their swords up. So those guys are charging in at those 2. There's one that just shot at Thor.
Is there, in Dungeon World, the bard had a higher level thing that let him shoot 2 arrows? I think it was, maybe it was a ranger, 2 arrows
Okay.
on one attack. Is there anything in D&D that lets you do that? Because she would be awesome.
She has
with
2
doing it
attacks.
right now.
She has 2 attacks.
But you want 2 attacks of 2 arrows,
Yeah, I
so
want
you like 4.
I want single
So what
shot.
you want is advantage on each attack, essentially. You want to roll a couple of times, maybe.
Yeah.
Could you? I mean, they could knock 2 arrows.
Well, no,
and see
she
what
has 2
happens.
attacks.
Yeah,
Is there any way that
that's
she would have 2
something.
attacks where she was able to target, like,
So 4 attacks.
4 attacks?
Yeah.
Not at 5th level.
No, go.
But someday?
I'm going to aim at the 2 that have swords.
Okay. They are drawing their swords and running towards Ferris and Thor.
A
What
26
is-
to hit the first one and
Yes.
a 19 to hit the other one.
Yes, both
Oh,
hit.
my word, she's on fire.
Damn right. That is going to hurt them, I am sure.
13 damage to the first one.
Ow. And
Ow.
13
Again.
damage to the second one.
That dice very rarely rolls less than an 8.
that's
Stop
one that I
hexing it.
use a lot.
Are those ones
It's
I
in
got
the
you?
bucket. Yeah, and I think those are ones I got in a random set thing.
All right, so
who's up then?
I will.
There's
There,
still 3 of them. One of them she just shot, but is running at you with his sword out. He's feet from you. If he goes again, he'll be stabbing at you.
all right, and there's Varys Thor
Thor,
and I are
yep.
pretty, and they're charging both.
Yes,
of us, right?
exactly.
I'm going to burning hands them.
Okay, cool. Let's see what happens.
So deck save for me.
Oh,
please.
hey. I got 2 of them. I have a 19 on the die, plus 2, so 21, and a 3 plus 2 is 5.
All right, so the one that failed
Yep.
is going to take 12.
That's
the
more
one
than
that
3.
passed takes 6.
Okay. Oh, that's also more than 3. So you burned them both
Well done.
to
Very
death.
well done.
And then,
And
The
then
ashes fall.
yes. And
then
were they up next? Was
they-
number 9 up next?
number 9, Bree's actually up next.
Okay.
Breeze next.
But I yell out 9.
Nice.
You are actually keeping count. Jerk.
Yes.
So who's left?
One guy. And he looks like he's paused in his tracks
I
and
told
looking
you.
back over his shoulder.
I told you guys you should have just backed off.
Make him plant his feet.
So now
He just did.
you're
you
just
made him
gonna
do
die.
that.
Oh, I
The
should
smell
not
of his
open my
buddies
mouth.
cooking gave him pause.
13.
13 will miss.
Me and my big mouth.
Snap. You don't get an extra attack at all?
No.
Rogues
She
will
gets
never get an
to
extra
run
attack.
away for free.
Yeah.
Right.
I get to run away for free.
That's all right. And who's up after that?
Bravely run away.
After
Bad
that
guy.
is 9.
All right, so that's the ones that were just killed, but then 22 is up after that?
Thor is after 9.
Thor's after.
Well, the
9.
22, I thought. Oh, Thor, he was last, right.
Yeah.
So
Thor
Thor,
is-
there's one guy that would be in range of a spell, but he is probably 20 or so feet away from you, unless you want to charge up with your Warhammer.
I do. I want to charge the 25. I got 25 feet speed.
Yeah.
Shield off my back.
Yeah. Now, you're on a horse, so unless you're going to run while you're on the horse.
I thought you got off the
No,
horse.
Let the horse go.
All right, horse is going.
Okay. So you're going to... Yeah, so don't
And
worry
I'm
about your
jumping
speed.
off my horse.
Oh.
And I'm happy to make an acrobatics check.
Well, let's see what you're going to do first. Describe it.
I am coming in. This is the last guy, right?
Yep.
Horse jumping up, shield off my back, Warhammer trying to take his head off as I
Okay.
jump off of my horse.
So I want you to make a successful acrobatics check before the roll to hit. Your acrobatics DC is going to be, let's say...
It's just what I feel like doing.
I like 13.
That'd be
Athletics is
athletics,
jumping.
right?
Athletics is when you're using strength to do it. Acrobatics
athletics
is when
is
you're
jumping, though.
But he's trying to hit a target. And he's not so much jumping. And I'm thinking this is parkour more than...
Yeah, interestingly, I'm +4 on athletics, -1 on acrobatics.
Oh, really? So I'll just raise the DC. It's a 17. Go ahead and use
Tell me what
athletics.
to roll. Just
No.
D20?
Yeah, D20.
Let's see if it matters, and then we can...
Let's see if it matters. What you got?
16.
Yes, you got it. Go.
Okay. So
I was
I am
giving you a
in the
13
air.
DC anyway. Yep. So you did what you said.
Now-
and as you land...
Make a swing.
And now I have to roll to
now-
hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Now you're going to see if your aim was true instead of just falling off a horse.
Not
Although,
falling,
if I fall off the
jumping.
horse, I'm going to
Yes.
look damn cool doing it. 12 plus my attack bonus is now up to +6, I believe.
That's more than 15.
That's
Yeah.
18.
Nice.
Very
that
nice.
hits.
So 1d8.
That hits, and I can do 1d8
He's going to roll a 1 on the damage.
D8
What you got?
plus 3.
Now, this was the Warhammer that had a name. Do you remember it?
Yes, it is Storm
Do
Starter.
you happen to call out this name or anything? How do you go about this attack? What does this guy see and
There's
hear?
no. This is so fast that my horse is. It's just all at once. I don't have to call out the name, but
Okay.
What he
Storm
sees
Starter
is a-
was an ancient or was an
hammer
old
coming at him.
family hammer that I went back to get after our first great adventure. Come on, baby! 8 plus 3, 11.
That's 11. All right, so...
That's as well as I can roll. I'm
It
going to
is.
retire. I'm done for the day.
You're done. So he is still there. You've knocked him back, maybe unconscious on the ground.
All right.
And off in the distance
And
past
as a
that...
bonus action,
Yeah.
I stomp on his face.
Okay.
Okay.
Done. Off in the distance, you see a lot more of commotion. This is at the entrance of Thunder Tree, right at the beginning of the map. Looks like a lot of people running around. And past that, you see what looks like some slowly shambling figures off in the distance.
Here we go.
And something floating around that's like a bright green flame. And that's where we'll stop this recording today.
All right.
So you guys just took out 14 bandits.
Well, they are bandits. I mean,
Not bad. Yeah, but overall, they should have been a half challenge for you. Instead, you just whooped their asses. Essentially.
well, you
No,
know,
there
I
was
had
some
I had
damage.
grenades.
We had some good
you
rolling.
did have a couple.
I have grenades.
Yeah, Star Wars grenade at them.
We had some good rolling, especially from the newcomer.
So I'm curious, as we start up the next one, how Thor is going to brag about this move, because he likes to talk about how he attacks things, right?
That was pretty sweet.
It was pretty sweet. But for now, we're going to sign off on this one and say...
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for listening.
Bye.
Penis.
After meeting Sorsha, Bree, Ferris, and Thor go off in search of Radoth. Arriving at Thundertree, they fight off the bandits at the outskirts of town and discover a larger force of enemies ahead. Thanks for joining us. The preceding podcast was brought to you by Shedcast. You can find us online at adventuresfromtheshed.com.